and join us.
Hey, y'all, we're going to find out today what Bradley Cooper smells like, thanks to Ariana and Evans.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, we're so glad to see you. Come on in. Thanks for hanging out. And if you happen to be here during the live premiere, hang out with us. Join the chat. Say hi. We'd love to meet you.
We would. And so would our friends from the Whipback who are all hanging out.
Awesome
International
folks,
friends.
y'all. So what's our mention today?
Our mention today is actually really connected to Ariana and Evans. We didn't realize. We kept hearing about this kind of club thing.
Yeah, y'all. There's aegrooming.com. There's shavingshopclub.com. And within Shaving Shop Club, for a nominal fee of $9.99, you can join the VIP club in the back rooms and have some fatty discounts on a lot of the A&E lineup.
And then some of the pre-releases kind of written that we noticed.
And stuff you can't get anywhere else.
Right.
So that's what we did. Head on over, see what they've got going on in the back rooms. We'll see you there. And what's our soap today?
Our soap today we found in the back rooms, and it's actually our second shaving cream that we're opening from Ariana and Evans.
This is a brand new line. And y'all, if you are members of the club, this clocks in at under $12. Let's meet the soap. All right, y'all. So from the sales page at shavingshopclub.com, this is inspired by Jacquard Noir. And there is a quote here from the creator of Jacquard Noir.
All right. I do believe the secret behind this fragrance is the emotion of its construction, as well as the power feeling that it evokes. Oh. It's still very modern nowadays due to its timeless contrasting and its sensual masculine power. Wow.
Well, we have figured out that some classics never go out of style. This is from the 80s, but it is still ubiquitous.
Especially
there is
Bradley
still
Cooper away,
such love for this out there. Like this and Dior Sauvage, there are just certain scents that are just like classics.
And once you pick that identity, you just want to keep it.
Three Stooges and Mighty Mouse cartoons. So let's open the box. This is how it comes from Shaving Shop.
So we opened this to get our Coca-Cola one out. Cherry
You did
Cola.
not see Sylvan Fog. That's
coming later.
I'm very excited about that. You did see. Yo, I love there's a little bit of a futuristic vibe to the label, but it's still clean and nostalgic, like you're looking at an aftershave bottle from the 60s.
Wow, the more you look at it, the more detail you see, and the fun side label. We like it for stacking in our den here.
Am I actually starting to get whiffs? We might want to crack this open real quick for our first impression. I want to see how this washes over you. I want to ask you some
after
questions.
reading that quote, I'm even more curious now.
Well, I'm curious because so many of the scents that we have discovered, sort of for me, come from Dior Sauvage. They just do. Like, I can kind of see how all of these, even like Aventus, is a spiritual grandchild of Dior Sauvage. Now, this is a major puzzle piece missing in my vintage aftershave experience. So I'm really fascinated to find out where this one goes on the family tree.
Right,
because
within the other
so
colognes
many
where
people
it
that
fits.
love this and still wear it. Stay Bradley Cooper.
Right.
All right, here we go. Take it.
Okay, let's see. I'm curious. It's a very dark colored label, so that makes me feel like it's going to be like a darker, more earthy scent somehow.
Like leather, tobacco.
Yeah,
kind
I don't
of
know.
thing?
And even that little quote, we tried not to read any of the scent stuff.
Right.
We're going in blind here, people. We have not smelled anything that's an homage to Jacquard Noir so far.
But thanks to Cherry Cola, we are giant fans of this new base.
The new
Oh,
base.
anyway, we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay, no more distracting us here. We gotta get into this.
Take it in.
Okay, here's the pour for those who like to see. Okay. Oh, it's much lighter than I was expecting.
Yeah, what do you got?
Okay, hold on.
So I'm guessing not the leathers, not the patchoulis.
If they're there, they are very quiet. It's much lighter.
Okay, here we go. What are the louder singers? What are you getting?
Okay, it's funny. I'm getting much more of like a clean, bright white. Maybe it's not powdery, but the color I'm seeing is like really fresh and clean.
Is this a contender for the Marcus Clean scent of the year?
There's something at the end that's more cologne-y. I'm trying to figure that out. I don't think it's leathery. It's something more earthy, but I don't think it's more of like the ouds and the stuff that we're as used to. Like when I say earthy,
clean and earthy.
There's something. It's not an amber scent. and it's not an aquatic scent, but maybe it's a more green, a woodsy. Like there's something still fresh about it.
Right.
It just doesn't. I can't put it in a certain lane that I want to narrow it down to. I think it's still more the woodsy greens, but brighter, cleaner woods.
Does it fit that family tree? So maybe like polo green? You're getting like evergreen? What are you getting?
Not that type of green at all.
Not that.
No, it's much more clean. I don't want to say soapy because I feel like that's going to put you in a certain like lane, and that's not where I want it to go.
Gotcha.
But we oddly don't have much from any cologne homages that I think are close to this one. It might be the missing kind of link.
This is going to fill in the cabinet. Y'all, all right,
I feel like I'm out of words. I feel like you just got to get your nose on there because
Is it more vintage or modern? What do you say?
I mean, even after reading his thing, like it could be more timeless. I get where it can have an homage to something older but more clean. Like it's still updated from something that maybe it was kind of brought to this.
Yeah.
But there is a timeless quality to this. I gotta say, if I didn't know that this was an homage to something, I may not have picked that.
I'm excited. It is kind of my supposition that peanut butter and chocolate were kind of always meant to go together. And for some of these soaps, there are just some clicks of these scent notes where you smell it and you go, yep,
yeah, makes
I
sense.
know why this has been here for 40 years, because those clicks of those scent notes only happen here. And it's a miracle. Like, how have that not been done before? So I'm kind of hoping to discover something like that.
Yes,
and that's why this has been around so long.
Hopefully I didn't put you in a lane by trying to tell you where it wasn't.
Not at all.
But I'm curious if he gets the same reaction.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, Marcus, what do we got here?
Whoa.
Not what you were expecting at all, right?
Oh, I get it. Wow. Y'all.
Lighter, cleaner?
Nope. I mean, okay, here's the thing. For me, in that family tree, this is the missing link. So there are a lot of colognes in the 40s, 50s, 60s, like even the Aqua Velvets, the Old Spices.
Right.
My dad had the Avon colognes. Those were sort of this brown, sugary, syrupy sweetness to them. Beautiful in how they were done, but did have that sort of 60s, 70s vibe to them. A little bit of musk in the background, and they were like light brown colognes and kind of those things, right? And then you kind of had the Dior Sauvages that kind of gave way to the Aventuses and eventually gave way in the 80s, the Green Irish Tweeds and the things like that. This has this beautiful and uncanny ability to give me both worlds. I not only get like the 50s, 60s, 70s, those brown, sweet, syrupy, beautiful colognes that they created, along with a natural sense of like a clean sort of echoes of what Creed would eventually do.
Because, we've had lanes where, like, it was kind of more towards an amber or a different type. Like, this is its own lane because I think that's what we needed. It didn't have to be in any ones that we knew. It just, that's the missing link.
It is the best of both worlds. So it's not a full-on, like, vintage sense that I'm getting. No. It's like the best, most intriguing part of that 60s vintage feel.
Intriguing.
And then that's what they used as the base to build something new. So I like my brain's just showing me like a building that was built on another building's foundation.
I'm with
They're just kind of like the best parts of both. Whoa. And I don't think you'd be wrong for saying this just has this most beautiful, world's greatest soapy quality to it.
But that's why I didn't want to make it smell like a soap, but it's clean
and comforting and just bracing for the day.
It is. I do feel like once we kind of lather it up, it might, really open up that next part. And, but I get a white, woodsy kind of something.
And you know what? Let me be clear, because I feel like I'm being a little bit mean by saying that it's soapy, but hold on a second. We opened a vintage, a new old stock bar of Williams soap, and it was just beguiling, and it was, soapy.
Right.
So hold on. I think what they're doing for me is they're taking everything that makes that beautiful soapy quality, but they're making it more clever, they're making it more interesting, and they're turning it up. So I guess soapy, but it's everything that's within that soap, the spice, the clean, the natural parts of the soap. And then it goes on from there to create a whole world of some woods and some other spices and some aquatics.
But the overall initial thing that you get is just clean and fresh, and I think that's what makes it timeless, because it's there. I don't know how they're making that scent, but it's in there.
I don't know anybody who wore this. Is this at all familiar to you?
No, but I do feel like, there are those gents that don't want to have a specific, more of the deeper woodsy kind of scents or the more aquatic ones. Like, this really is kind of a versatile scent because it's clean.
I guess I should be glad she's not hanging out with Bradley Cooper, but still, let's take a look at these scent notes. All right, y'all. So from the sales page at shavingshopclub.com.
Soir Noir is a classic woody aromatic fougere.
Okay. I've decided that fougères can be flipping anything. I'm not going to be surprised if we open pineapple ambrosia and it says a fougère on the side. But hold on a second. Woody. Think about polo green.
Okay.
I would be shocked if there wasn't just a hint of an evergreen in the center of this. It's not enough to really give it that character, but there is just something cool and comforting and bracing in the very center that might be the rosemary we're about to read. But I think it's more of a tiny bit of an evergreen because I think this might be a distant cousin to polo green.
Okay. It does add a little masculine side to it, so I don't know if that, if that's where it's coming from, but let's see.
Okay, what do you got?
The aromatic opening of this fragrance starts with citrus, rosemary, and lavender.
Shut your face.
But that's almost like what could be in some of the barbershops. You know that clean smell?
I don't think this is far from a gorgeous barbershop.
If there was no powder in this at all, and you're just getting the clean...
No, let's be clear, no powder. But it's also not like the clean laundry musk blue barbershop.
No, it's not that either.
It's really beautifully vintage, clean, and somehow with modern telling the future elements at the same time.
I'm with you completely.
And I think that's why it's modern, because this gave way to a whole family of colognes that sort of harken back to it. They don't forget where they came from.
No, I'm with you.
Does that make sense?
Okay, but there's more. Ready? The fragrance settles to a woody, slightly leather.
Sarah was right. Wow. Just got a little bit of a leather.
But I knew it wasn't a heavy scent. So it must have been the leather that was making it kind of warmer.
Boy, talk about balance, because I don't get the warm sense of this overall. I get a really nice morning cool breeze scent. With you. Right. But I think the best colognes have a bit of a tug of war to them. So that if they are sort of a character of a cooler, bracinger side, that it's going to have one or two warm notes to just play against those and let you know that they're there and sort of bring out their qualities a little bit. What was the quote we read? That without the winter's cold, summer has no sweetness.
That's true.
It's kind of that idea.
I'm with you. Okay, so if we lather this, do you think we might get a little more of those layers?
This is going to be worth the price of admission right now, because lathering this new cream, so from Ariana
and yet, see if the camera can get it, because it is soft and
okay, y'all watch this.
I'm not sure if those...
I'm just going to barely brace the surface of this. This is softer than the butter on our counter. I kind of want to watch Matthew Fox tub load this, because that's got to be a sight to see.
Yeah, this may be one that we want to get the splash for, because I wonder if it's meant to be a cologne in that liquid form, it might be a little different.
You got your iridescence going on already. This is my aquamarine copper bowl from Captain's Choice, a superior choice, I feel, for an awesome homage scent. Our bougie's getting a little older. It's not always
we may have to upgrade.
Easy to come up to full pressure. Some of you know it.
All right, and then our lovely brush of Opus here.
Watch this. This is my Mystery Machine inspired brush from Craig at Opus Brushworks, and look at that, already onto the bristles and asking for a little
magic
more water.
Is happening.
When you can see the little lines at the bottom of your bowl at first, she's a little thirsty. You want to give her a little water. So yeah, y'all, the difference between a cream base and a soap-based soap is basically the ingredients, but they function almost the same, but they lather a little different. You want to be a little gentler in your bowl with a cream, I think.
And when you go to dive in, just be careful, because it is a cream, not a harder soap.
Wow. Less than $12, y'all. I'm telling you, this is just amazing stuff. And I think there are 5 or 6 of these
there's
in
more.
The line right now.
And a lot of people that went up to the meetups were like, no, did you get this one or this one? And we just started with these. So we'll if there's more we should get, tell us.
Cherry cold one. Oh, by the way, we did talk to Peter Chikalis, and he said we were right about some of those hidden little secrets about the cherry cola. So there is a little bit of cedar in there, Himalayan cedar.
Marcus's nose was right. But now I feel like we're going to want to get the splash from these two. Because if this form, it's meant to be a cologne in a liquid form, but the base itself, if that's how nice it is.
Y'all, the woodiness. The woodiness in here is just as beguiling and just as bracing and just as cool and lovely as what's in Polo Green. If you know, put in the comments. But this is an evolution of that. And this even has some hearkening forward in time to what some of the Creed colognes are going to do. Put it in the comments. But I'm putting my flag in this. This is where this is sitting. It is just both reaching back into the past and into the future. And y'all, this is the Star is Born with. On 3, 1, 2.
Wow, that's a lot crisper and cleaner.
Yeah, because I think there's a complexity that is demanded nowadays in our aftershaves, in our colognes, in our perfumes. And this is one of those very first formulas that I think had that modern day complexity. This is not Dick and Jane. This is William Faulkner. And I think that's what happened to those aftershaves in the 80s and 90s as the ingredients got better, as they became more available, as science began to catch up and help to craft these scents in one way or the other. Y'all, this is brilliant. I love that it's the one Peter chose to homage in this line.
Right, and I do feel like this is a scent because it is the quality of just more of the clean side. It does have that masculine hit to it, but it's one that you could literally wear all day and any time of the year. It really doesn't feel like it's pushing me into a certain season.
Nope, this is not one that has any of those pokey notes that my nose has to like dance with during the day. No, this is one where my nose is like, I want to just keep exploring that, and I don't feel like I can go deep enough.
No, I'm with you. And even in here, it did something with the lather, really woke it up in other layers and more tiers. I don't know if it's like the lavender with the slight leather or the lavender in the woodsy. There's something in there that really keeps it in that crisp, clean vibe.
And I'm excited to discover what's dancing around underneath this wood. Let's fell the tree and go a little deeper. It's a fougere, rosemary, lavender. Are you kidding? Do you get the floral note?
I just feel like it's still like sitting in that clean lane.
Right.
You know, even though it does have the fougères and the other stuff that are making that scent come through, I think that's why I'm like, you could wear it anytime, any day. And there's still some stuff that's secretive here because it just says classic woody, but it doesn't list the woods, you know?
The warm notes is actually what I want to talk about because I want to paint a little bit of a picture. Y'all, what percentage of the warm notes do you get? Because for me, I'm thinking like 10 to 15%.
I would say not even 20.
And that's it. But here's the thing. They're hot.
They need to be
warm
there.
Notes are hot. So you only need a touch of them because they hit your nose in a way that's like personality.
Yeah.
But it's turned down enough where you're not entirely sure what that was. Like hearing Ethel Merman sing, but from a great distance. So when that mixes with that other stuff, with the woods, with the lights, with the mints, that's where I'm like, whoa! That's where this tug of war is awesome because the rope is 9 miles long.
And now that we've smelled this, I can totally see why Bradley Cooper would still wear this. I know it came out a while back, but this does have something cool about it.
100%. Y'all, I have been lucky enough to meet some extremely famous people in some of my travels in the theater, and they smell like this. This is the level of complexity. And there's all of them. It's so funny. I think once you hit a certain amount in your checking account, they automatically start sending you Creed and Tom Ford colognes. I don't know. But this is what money smells like.
Right. And it really is cool because I feel like if we got this in the splash or like another EDP or EDT thing, the dry down on your skin of what it was respond to this, I feel like it has really cool things in there that would sit well with almost anyone.
Ah, right. I kind of am getting a sense of the notes as our journey wears merrily forward that do stay with you best.
Right.
And some of those woody, almost evergreens do that and are a little friend on your shoulder throughout the day.
Like I feel like if you wanted to just smell good, you take a shower, you get ready. It's not that you want to have a specific lane, or maybe you're hanging out with a bunch of people that you don't know if they like certain scents or something. This is a really versatile scent.
And I do love that it's floral, it's wood, and at the center, I don't know how to say this without sounding mean because it is absolutely not, but in the center is the world's most gorgeous spicy tallow soap. And I don't know how to better explain that, but talk about a clean foundation for a scent. And then it lets all of the other scent notes, the woods, the florals, the lavender dance around that. And I love that.
But I'm glad that you said that because I don't know why, but I always remember going to like fancier hotels and in their bathrooms, they have like a specific soap. And that smell is like, I want to steal the soap because there's something cool about their soap.
I grew up with Ivory soap. It was 98 cents a metric ton, but next to the sink were always the fancy soaps for the guests that always smelled so beautiful.
Something
and you didn't dare touch them because they might lose their shape of a seashell.
How dare you?
Those, this smells even better than those.
Type, you know, like a really classy type of soap. If that makes even any sense, I hope somebody can get that.
Well, and the original shaving soaps were just that. They were just soaps. So I love that this starts with that and builds a beautiful aromatic world around
And I'm really glad that this is our first Soir Noir experience, you know?
Oh, and the intensity is gorgeous, y'all. So the scent oil is not where this discount happens in this soap. It is a gorgeous and intense homage up there with the best of the best in our cabinet. Hear my words.
And even from the here to there, like it almost woke up even more somehow.
And you saw the beginning of the episode. I didn't even have the first impression because I was already getting whiffs of the soap through the tub. Beautiful intensity, and I appreciate that. So it's pretty simple. Y'all just be on a bachelor party trip to Las Vegas, and you're going to get into just a little bit of trouble, and you're probably not going to make it back in time. But just about the time you pop the trunk of your car open and Mr. Chow pops out, you just got your own! So head over to aegrooming.com or shavingshopclub.com to find this and a bunch of other stuff I want. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with Soir Noir, and my flag goes even deeper. This is the missing link between Dior Sauvage and Polo Green. Y'all put it in the comments. And y'all, for the quality of this base, it has no business being as inexpensive as it is. If you are a member of the back rooms at Shaving Shop Club, this clocks into under $12, y'all. It is a fun lather to make. It is a luxurious lather to feel. And it is a fearless lather when you bring a razor toward it. Y'all, A&E, thank you for doing these right. Welcome to Messages.
So our friend Craig from Opus Brush sent us both of these brushes so that we could have a special giveaway just for you.
You get your choice if you are our lucky winner. And the other one we're going to give away on Instagram with a live with Craig at the end of the summer. So all you have to do is send an email here to WeSentYou@theBarbershopDuet.com so we can get back to you. Be one of our subscribers here on YouTube and follow Craig and Opus Brush on Instagram. Check back here on July 3rd to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck.
Y'all, Soir Noir, Cherry Cola, a Sylvan Fog, a Petrichor. I think that's Petrichor. Y'all, these could not be more of a country mile from each other. And I love that because for a new line, it means that you've got all your bases covered and it's a very large infield. There is something for everybody. And y'all, I can't think of a single one of the brethren that's going to turn their nose up at this lather. Are you kidding me?
I hope you can see this. I hope it comes across on camera, but it is quite a thing. Like, I don't even want to waste it just because we finished the episode. Maybe you have to go shave. I don't know.
Somewhere between Dior Sauvage and Polo Green. That is where I'm putting my flag.
So we have now completed the tree. I think that was the last missing link.
Hey, this might be all the really important branches we need to cover. Let's find out.
Let us know if we're missing any other ones. But I'm actually having really a good time getting to know some of these original scents.
Me too. Mr. Chikalis and everybody at Ariana and Evans, thank you for creating this line and for doing it with such love and care. We're having a great time discovering these.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.